Hello class, so welcome sa ating another lesson sa Mathematics of Engineering. So our topic is solids. So first na discuss natin is pyramids. So a pyramid is a polyhedron whose base can be any polygon and whose lateral faces are triangles with a common vertex, apex of the pyramid. So ito yung pyramid natin. O, sabi niya dito, lateral faces are triangles. So kapag pyramid, yung mga lateral faces niya dapat triangle yan. And whose base can be any polygon. So yung base natin, any polygon. So pwedeng square, triangle, rectangle, hexagon, pentagon. So any polygon. So in this case, dun sa example natin, so we have a pyramid na meron siyang base, square base. So S yung length ng side ng ating base. So para makuha natin yung volume ng ating pyramid, so volume will be 1/3 times yung base area times yung height or yung altitude ng ating pyramid. So take note, yung altitude ng pyramid natin is dapat perpendicular siya doon sa ating base. So yung base area natin dito sa example natin, so square siya. So yung magiging area ng base natin will be s squared kasi square siya. And yung height natin, so yan yung altitude multiplied by height. So yung sa lateral surface natin, lateral surface area. So kapag sinabi natin lateral surface area, so yun lang yung area excluding yung base natin. So area ng pyramid excluding yung base. So ibig sabihin, yung mga area lang ng triangle yung kukunin natin kapag sinabi natin lateral surface area. So yun lang yung remember nyo, pag sinabi niyang lateral surface area, hindi kasali yung area ng base natin. So yung formula natin dyan is n 1/2 times s times l. Yung n natin is yun yung number of triangles. And yung S natin is yung length ng edge ng base natin multiplied by the slant height. So kapag kinuha natin yung isang side ng triangle, so ito yung magiging kalalabasan niya. So yung area ng triangle natin, di ba, is 1/2 base times height. So magiging yung height niya is yung magiging yung slant height. So that will be yung small letter L, and yung base niya is yung S. So area ng triangle will be 1/2 base times height or 1/2 S times L. So kapag kinuha naman natin yung triangle na mabubuo dun sa loob ng ating pyramid na perpendicular yung height mula dun sa base, so kapag nilabas natin yan, so magkakaroon tayo ng height na big letter H, and yung side natin, so S/2 to kasi yung gitna ng ating base, doon tatama yung ating altitude or yung height ng ating pyramid. And yung hypotenuse natin is yung slant height ng pyramid or yung small letter L. So para makuha natin yung slant height, so that will be L squared is equal to H squared plus S/2 squared. So gagamitin lang natin yung principle ng Pythagorean theorem. So next, regular pyramid. So a regular pyramid, so a base is a regular polygon and its faces are equally sized. So take note, the base is a regular polygon. So kapag sinabing regular pyramid, yung base niya is a regular polygon. So kapag dun sa pyramid lang, may tendency kasi na sabi niya doon any polygon yung pwede niyang maging base. So ang pinagkaiba lang nun, pwedeng hindi maging equal yung size ng ating triangle na mabubuo sa ating pyramid. So in this case, sa regular pyramid, equal lahat yung size ng triangle niya or yung faces niya. So dito sa ating example, regular pyramid, hexagonal. So yung sa hexagon natin, meron tayong, pag sinabing hexagon, so 6 sides. Meron tayong 6 sides. So same lahat ang length ng ating sides. So regular pyramid siya. Kapag lahat ng sides ng base niya is same, So, regular pyramid yon. And syempre, kapag same yung sides niya, so same, equally size na rin yung triangle or yung faces ng ating pyramid. So, in this case, hexagonal. So, same pa rin yung volume natin. Para makuha yung volume, that will be 1/3 times yung area ng base times yung height or yung altitude ng pyramid. And yung lateral surface area, so number of triangles or ilang faces yan, multiplied by 1/2 times S times L. So, ito yung lateral face natin. So, area ng lateral face natin is 1/2 S times L. So, yung L, yun yung magiging height or yun yung slant height kapag kinuha. Slant height ng ating pyramid, yun yung magiging height ng ating triangle or yung faces ng pyramid natin. So, for the base naman, so yung area ng base natin, so in this case, hexagonal. So, para makuha natin yung area ng base, so that will be number of triangles na mabubuo dito sa hexagonal times 1/2 times yung S or yung length ng sides natin times yung A or yung this is what we call apothem. So, yung A natin, yan yung apothem natin sa hexagon. So, di ba yung sa ating hexagon, so meron tayong interior angles. So, sa isang kapag yung buong circle na ito, so yung buong circle na to, di ba? Yung isang circle that is equivalent to 360 degrees. So, meron tayong ilang interior angle dito. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 360 degrees divided by 6. So, yung isang angle natin, interior angle natin will be equivalent to 60 degrees. So, kapag kinuha natin tong right triangle dito sa ating isang triangle, so, ilalabas natin siya. So, that will be yung A or yung apothem. Then, magiging S over 2 na to kasi yung tatamaan nitong apothem natin is kalahati ng S. And ito magiging 30 degrees na lang kasi yung isang triangle natin, di ba, 60 degrees yan. So, hahatiin lang natin, magiging 30 degrees. So, to compute yung, para makuha natin yung A or yung apothem, so katowa. So, tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. So, tan 30 degrees is equal to opposite. Ano yung opposite niya? That will be S over 2 over yung apothem natin or yung A. So, therefore, yung cross multiply, so magiging A is equal to S over 2 tan 30 degrees. So, para makuha na natin yung area ng base, so substitute lang na lang natin yung value ng A dito sa ating formula ng area ng base. Cone naman, so a cone is a solid with a circular base. It has a curved surface which tapers to a vertex at the top. So the height of the cone is the perpendicular distance from the base to the vertex. So ito yung cone natin. So same pa rin, yung ating volume dyan will be 1/3 times base area times altitude. So yung base area natin is equivalent to pi r squared. So yung area lang ng circle. So substitute natin, so volume will be equal to 1/3 times pi r squared times yung height. So yung height natin or yung altitude ng cone, perpendicular dapat siya dun sa base natin. So right circular cone, so it is a cone whose base is a circle and whose axis is perpendicular to the base. So it can also be described when a right triangle is rotated, one of its side containing the right triangle. So sa right circular cone naman, so right circular cone, yung axis niya is perpendicular to the base. So same lang din siya dun sa ating example, dun sa first kanina na cone natin. So right circular cone din yun. So sa lateral surface area naman, so para makuha natin yung lateral surface area, sabi natin lateral surface area, so area nung cone natin excluding yung area ng base. So kapag lateral surface area, that will be equal to 1/2 multiplied by the perimeter ng base natin times yung L or yung slant height ng ating cone. So yung perimeter ng base natin, so that will be yung circumference ng ating circle. So yung formula ng circumference ng circle natin, di ba, is equivalent to 2 pi r. So yun yung perimeter ng base natin or yung circle natin, kasi cone ito. So 2 pi r. So simplify natin tong equation natin. So magka-cancel yung 2 dito, 1/2 times 2. So that will be lateral surface area is equivalent to pi r L. So kapag total surface area naman, so total surface area including na yung area ng base natin. So total surface area is equivalent to lateral surface area plus pi r squared or yung area ng ating base. So yun yung total surface area natin. So meron tayong formula dito. So Pythagorean ulit, that will be L squared is equal to r squared plus h squared. Kasi yung triangle na mabubuo dun sa loob ng cone natin, that will be a right triangle. So we can apply Pythagorean theorem. And meron tayong unrolled lateral area dito. So kapag nilatag natin yung cone natin, so magiging ganito yung itsura niya. So meron tayong angle doon, may mabubuo tayong angle theta, and ito yung S natin or yung segment natin, and then L, yung slant height niya, yun yung magiging radius nung parang magiging circle natin. So unrolled lateral area, so pwede rin natin makuha yung lateral surface area kapag given yung angle. So that will be 1/2 times theta times yung slant height L squared. So yung theta natin dito is naka-radians. So review lang natin yung last na topic natin sa area ng sector at area ng segment. So pwede nating makompute yung lateral surface area in terms of kapag given yung angle. Ayan, so problems tayo. So in the corner of a cellar is a pyramidal heap of coal. So the base of the heap is an isosceles right triangle whose hypotenuse is 20 feet and the altitude of the heap is 7 feet. So if there are 35 cubic feet in a ton of coal, so how many tons are there in a heap? So meron tayong pyramidal heap of coal. So ito yung pyramid natin, and sabi niya doon, isosceles right triangle yung base niya, no? So kapag sinabi natin isosceles right triangle, so ito yung isosceles right triangle natin. So magkakaroon tayo ng right triangle and equal yung dalawang sides niya. So this is a pyramid. So hindi siya regular pyramid kasi yung base nito hindi siya equal dito sa base dito sa kabila. So meron tayong height, altitude 7 feet, and yung hypotenuse niya is 20 feet. So yung hypotenuse nung triangle natin or yung base natin is 20 feet. So this is 20 feet. So kapag tinayo natin itong triangle natin, so ito yung magiging kakalabasan niya. So equal yung sides niya dito sa may right triangle. So x to. So x din yon. So para makuha natin yung value ng x, so that will be 20. So Pythagorean theorem tayo. So 20 squared is equal to x squared plus x squared. So that will be 20 times 20. So that will be 400. So 400 is equal to 2x squared. So divide natin both sides by 2. So x squared will be equal to 400 divided by 2, though that will be 200. So square natin both sides. So yung magiging x natin is equal to square root of 200, 10 square root of 2. So kunin na natin yung area ng ating triangle or yung base. So yung area ng base natin, so yung base area natin is equal to 1/2 x squared. So that will be base area is equal to, so substitute lang natin yon. So substitute natin, direct sub na natin. So 1/2 times 10 square root of 2 raised to 2. So that will be 100 feet squared. So therefore yung volume ng ating pyramid is equal to V is equal to 1/3 times 100 feet area times yung height natin na 7 feet. So volume will be equal to 233.33 cubic feet. So sabi niya doon, how many tons are there in a heap? Kung meron tayong 35 cubic feet in a ton of coal. So therefore, yung number of tons natin, so number of tons is equal to, so yung volume natin na 233.33 cubic feet. So sabi niya, there are 35 cubic feet in a ton of coal. So i-multiply natin. So 35 cubic feet. So 35 cubic feet are meron sa isang 1 ton. So cancel yung feet cubic doon. So 1 ton na lang ang matitira. So number of tons is equal to, so 233.33 cubic feet divided by 35. So that will be 6.67 cubic feet. So this will be our answer. So next problem. So the altitude of the Great Pyramid of Cheops in Egypt originally was 480 feet and its square base was 764 feet on an edge. So it is said to have cost $10 a cubic yard and 3 more for each square yard of lateral surface. So what was its cost? So ito yung pyramid natin. So meron tayong altitude which is yung big letter H. So that will be 480 feet. So altitude natin 480 feet. And yung square base natin, so yung base natin will be square was 764 feet on an edge. So yung isang edge niya or isang side niya, that will be 764 feet. And sabi niya, it is said to have cost $10 a cubic yard and 3 more dollars for each square yard of lateral surface. So kunin natin yung volume niya and at the same time kunin din natin yung lateral surface area niya para makuha natin kung magkano siya or what was its cost. So kunin muna natin yung slant height natin para makuha natin yung lateral surface area ng ating pyramid. So meron tayong right triangle sa loob ng pyramid. So therefore, yung hypotenuse natin which is yung L, so L squared is equal to H squared plus S squared over 2. S over 2 squared. So yung L natin will be square root of, so yung H natin that will be 480 squared plus S over 2 that will be 764 over 2 raised to 2. Therefore, yung L natin will be 613.4525 feet. So, yung magiging lateral surface area natin will be, so lateral surface area is equal to, so N times 1/2 SL. So that will be equal to, so apat yung triangle natin, so that will be 4 over what times 1/2 times yung S natin which is 764. So 764 times yung L natin na 613.45. So lateral surface area is equivalent to 937,355.42 square feet. So yung volume naman natin will be volume is equal to 1/3 times base area times the altitude or yung height natin. So that will be 1/3 is equal times yung base ng area natin. So that will be 764 squared times yung height natin. So that will be 480 feet. Therefore, yung volume natin will be 93,391,360 cubic feet. So, take note, sabi niya doon, cubic yard. So, kailangan nating i-convert yung volume natin tsaka yung surface area natin into yard and square yard. So, 1 yard is equivalent to 3 feet. So, convert natin. So, i-multiply natin tong volume ng 3 feet, 1 yard. So, i-raise to 3 din natin to kasi naka cubic feet yung ating sagot. So, that will be volume is equal to 3,458,939.259 cubic yard. And yung lateral surface area naman natin, so convert din natin into square yard. So that will be, multiply natin ng 3 feet, 1 yard. So square natin. So yung magiging sagot natin dito, so lateral surface area is equivalent to 104,150.6022 yard, square yard. Therefore, yung magiging cost natin will be, so yung cost natin will be volume times yung $10 plus yung lateral surface area natin times yung $3. So yung volume natin so is equal to 3,458,939.259. So multiplied by $10 plus yung lateral surface area natin, so that will be 104,150.622 multiplied by $3. Therefore, yung cost natin, so cost will be equal to 34,901,844.4 So this will be our final answer, or ito yung cost ng pyramid natin. So next problem tayo. So a regular hexagonal pyramid whose base perimeter is 60 cm and has an altitude of 30 cm. So find the volume of the pyramid. So meron tayong altitude which is 30 cm and yung base perimeter natin is 60 cm. Therefore, para makuha natin yung side ng base natin, so that will be divided by 6 kasi hexagon siya, meron tayong 6 na side. So i-divide natin by 6 para makuha natin yung length ng side natin. So that will be 60 cm divided by 6. So yung S will be 10 cm. Para makuha natin yung volume, so diba sabi natin volume is equal to 1/3 base area times yung height natin or yung altitude ng ating pyramid. So kunin muna natin yung base area. So kung katulad ng diniscuss natin kanina, so magkakaroon tayo ng right triangle dito sa ating hexagonal. So meron tayong apothem which is yung A, which is perpendicular siya sa ating side ng ating hexagonal. So pag nilabas natin yung triangle, so this will be 30 degrees. So right triangle siya, so pwede natin i-apply yung ating Pythagorean theorem or yung SOHCAHTOA. So tangent 30 degrees will be tangent 30 degrees equal to opposite, so that will be S over 2 times yung A natin. So that will be A is equal to So, S over 2 times tangent 30 degrees. So, yung S natin is 10 cm. Therefore, 10 cm over 2 tangent 30 degrees. So, yung A natin, that is equal to 30 square root of 3 centimeter. Therefore, yung area ng ating base will be equivalent to base area is equal to N times 1/2 times S times yung A natin. So that will be equal to, so N natin, ilang triangle, that will be 6. So that will be 6 times 1/2 times yung S natin, which is 10 centimeter, times yung apotem natin, that will be 30 square root of 3. Therefore, yung base area natin is equivalent to 259.8076 centimeter squared. So therefore, yung volume natin will be equivalent to 1/3 times yung base ng area natin. So that will be 259.8076 times height, which is 30 centimeter. So yung volume ng ating pyramid will be equivalent to 2,598.0762 centimeter cubic. So next problem. So find the base of a regular square pyramid whose lateral faces are equilateral triangles and whose altitude is 8 inches. So ito yung square pyramid natin. Meron tayong equilateral triangle, yung lateral faces niya. So kapag sinabi nating equilateral triangle, so equal lahat ng sides ng ating triangle. So kapag nilabas natin yung isang side, so ito yung magiging itsura niya. So equal lahat ng ating side ng triangle. So let's denote it as X. And yung height nito will be yung slant height ng ating yung ating pyramid. Pero ito yung magiging height ng ating triangle. So dun sa loob ng ating pyramid, so magkakaroon tayo ng right triangle. So yung altitude natin is 8 inches. So ito yung 8 natin. So H is equal to 8 inches. And meron tayong slant height, yun yung hypotenuse natin. And ito, this will be x over 2. So, hindi, isa lang yung given natin dito. So, sabi niya dito, equilateral triangle. So, yung formula na gagamitin natin, so, L squared. So, L squared is equal to, para makuha natin yung x, so kunin natin yung x, that will be h squared plus x over 2 squared. So therefore, L is equal to square root of, so yung h natin, that will be 8. So 8 squared plus x over 2 squared. So dito naman tayo sa ating faces ng ating pyramid or yung mga triangles niya. So equilateral triangle to. So yung L, para makuha natin yung L, so that will be x squared is equal to, so yung L squared plus yung x over 2 squared. So ilipat natin yung L squared dun sa kabila at ito ilipat natin. So that will be L squared is equal to x squared minus x over 2 squared. So Therefore, yung L natin will be equivalent to the square root of x squared minus x over 2 squared. So, meron na tayong value ng L in terms of x. So, pwede nating i-substitute yung value ng L, equate yung value ng L dun sa ating first equation. The square root of h squared plus x over 2 squared is equal to the square root of x squared minus x over 2 squared. So, pareho siyang naka-square root. So, makakancel na lang yan. Therefore, so simplify natin. h squared, that will be 64 plus x squared over 4 is equal to x squared minus x squared over 4. So, ilipat natin yung x over 4 dun sa kabila. So, that will be 64 is equal to, so x squared minus x squared over 4 minus x squared over 4. So, kunin natin yung common denominator nila. So, that will be 64 is equal to, so 4 ang common denominator. 4 divided by 1, that is 4 times x. So, 4x squared minus x squared minus x squared. So, 64 is equal to, so 4 minus 1 minus 1. So, that will be 2. So, 2x squared over 4. So, para makuha natin yung x squared, so cross multiply natin. So, that will be 4 times 64 is equal to 2x squared. So, 4 times 64, 256 is equal to 2x squared. So, divide pa natin ng 2 both sides. So, that will be x squared is equal to 128. So, square natin yan. X na lang matitira. So, x will be equal to square root of 128. That is 8 square root of 2. Therefore, yung area ng base natin, so base area is equivalent to 1/2 x squared. So, base area is equal to 1/2 times 8 square root of 2 squared. So, yung area natin is equal to 64 square inch. So, next example. So, the crater of a volcano is approximately in the shape of a cone of base of 3.1416 square mile. So, the crater's depth is 1,500 feet. So, how many cubic yards of earth would be required to fill this cavity? So, yung crater ng volcano natin, so yung shape niya is a cone. So, and yung base niya, so ito yung base niya, meron siyang area na 3.14 square mile. Yung depth niya or yung height ng cone natin will be 1,500 feet. So, how many cubic yards daw of earth would be required to fill this cavity? So, sabi niya dito, cubic yards. So, we need to get yung volume niya. So, naka-square mile pa yung ating area. So, i-convert muna natin sa yard para madali tayong mag-compute ng volume. So, sabi natin, 1 mile is equivalent to 5,280 feet. So, 1 mile is equivalent to 5,280 feet. So, naka-square yun. So, dapat i-square din natin. So, multiply natin ulit by feet. Para makuha natin yung yard. So, ilang feet ang meron sa isang yard. So, that will be 1 yard is equivalent to 3 feet. So, multiply natin. So, that will be 9,731,000 420.16. So that will be square yard. So yung height natin, convert din natin sa yard. So that will be, multiply natin ng 1 over 3. So this will be 1 yard is equivalent to 3 feet. Therefore, yung h natin will be 500 yard. So how many cubic yards of earth would be required to fill this cavity? So volume is equivalent to 1/3 times yung area ng base times yung height. So therefore, 1/3 times yung area ng base. So that will be 9,731,420.16 times yung 500 yard. So volume will be equal to 1.6219 times 10 raised to 9 cubic yard of earth yung kailangan natin. So this will be our final answer. So next problem. So a conical pile of sand 6 feet inch height has a volume of 27 cubic feet. So if the bottom of the pile is on level ground, so how much ground does it cover? So yung hinanap natin dito, how much ground does it cover? Yung area ng ating base. So yung area nating base natin, that will be a circle. So sabi niya conical pile of sand. So circle yung magiging area natin. So sabi natin volume is equivalent to 1/3 base area times height. So given yung volume natin, so that will be 27. So 27 is equal to 1/3 base times height. So yung height natin, that will be 6 feet. Makukuha natin yung value ng area ng base natin or yung area nung kinocoveran ng sand. So that will be, simplify natin, 27 is equal to 6 over 3 BA. Therefore, 27 times 3, so that will be 81 is equivalent to 6 BA. So divide natin both sides by 6. Therefore, yung area ng base natin will be equal to 13.5 square